Gabbana, the teenager charged with the murders of 3 girls in Southport back in July, has now also been charged with production of a biological toxin, namely ricin, and possession of information likely to be useful to a person committing or preparing to commit an act of terrorism. That information was revealed to be a PDF entitled Military Studies in the Jihad Against the Tyrants, the Al-Qaeda Training Manual. Axel Gabbana will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court via video link tomorrow on these 2 new charges. 18-year-old Axel...
Right then, so round 2 for LBC. You know, the narrative is falling apart yet again. So it turns out he was a Muslim, this lad. That being said, I always look back to that drama called Utopia, the Channel 4 drama, where the guys who were essentially the good guys who were trying to stop the poke in the arm procedure were presented and set up as the bad guys and then vilified in the media. Whether this is the case, I don't know, you know, but I always keep something of an open mind with regards to stuff I hear in the media. But yet again, old fatty here, Sheila Fogarty, I think her name is. So she must be of Irish descent, funny enough, like James O'Brien. And obviously we know the history between Britain and Ireland. So it does make you wonder, actually, whether there's something there that, you know, it's full of people who are Irish descended who hate Britain. But the thing is, the same problems are happening in Ireland as well. So I'll just read the comments again. So, remember the government telling you 100% it wasn't error-ism related. Sorry, the LBC and BBC have no shame at all. And they still tell us just today the babbing are not error-related. Sheila's gutted. Let's see O'Brien can defend him. Why are LBC still showing photos of him when he was a child? The propaganda won't work anymore. Because that is a good point. You know, they show photos of him as a kid, so it probably is the truth about what happened, because the media are trying to defend him, obviously, because they're using photos of when he was younger and more innocent. Didn't the people with a brain know this? Another narrative shattered for LBC, as O'Brien blamed Trump for Farage. Yeah, the big lefty white house. Oh, brilliant. What's it say? Blame for... Oh, lefty, yeah. Blame Farage for what? You really need to ask what an idiot that guy, proper lefty brain dead idiot. Release the riot martyrs. This Erderer is a immigrant terrorist. End of. Sheila speechless and slightly embarrassed. I would say clamping her lips tightly. Her face at the start says everything you need to know. LBC and BBC holding their heads down in shame, and rightly so. Poor LBC, yet again their delusion is shattered. With this government, he will get 6 months suspended sentence. Bit of a tongue twister there. All the S's. Say nothing until Sadiq Khan makes a statement to clear up any misunderstanding. Force and sympathy with LBC at this very difficult time. I'm sure I remember LBC presenters telling us this wasn't a errorist attack. LBC, you're accountable. Well said, that person. You know, these people, they're responsible for everything that's happened because it's their mentality, it's their ideology that's been forced onto people without being voted in, and they still defend it even when all the chaos and carnage that's unfolding now happens. Surprised James O'Brien hasn't come on blaming Trump. James O'Brien is multiculturalism enriching us now. LBC were constantly saying he wasn't a Muslim, he was Welsh, even though he might be Welsh. We all knew he was probably a Muslim, and he's not Welsh. I think he's from Rwanda, wasn't he? Even if he was born in Wales, doesn't mean anything. Will all those who were jailed for calling him a terrorist on social now be released and compensated? That's a very good point. Hopefully they do. Political prisoners, after all. Why are the media still showing images of this person as a child? He isn't a child. He's 17 years old. He's nearly a man. And now he's being charged for terrorism, so the public were right, and look what the lies caused. People are serving time for predicting this outcome. So after all this, in fact, he was a supporter of Allah. This country is finished. Oh, poor LBC and James O'Brien. That's your story ruined. She looks so upset having to read this. Shame on LBC. You are just the worst. And I think I'll leave it on that. This last one about the public. So the public was right all along. What sad times we live in. police that lie, media that lie, a prime minister that lies. Well done. I think that's enough I've said on there. Yeah, I think that's about it. Cheers.